Hey, Cancer. I just sat here and recorded an entire video for you. And I didn't have my mic on. So I'm keeping those cards out on the table, and I'm just getting a few more for you. You have, what I was saying in that video that you couldn't hear anything. I'm talking to somebody who is going to be able to write a book, a very, very, very successful book. Because you had, the first card you had that came out, trust the creative spark you're feeling and express it through writing stories that inspire and enlighten. A new romantic cycle begins and the end of a tough cycle approaches. So you're going to find yourself meeting people who are vastly different than what you had in the past. Because you've been trying to work out emotionally a very painful situation. And the reason I say that is you have the 5 of Swords, Judgment, 5 of Fire, 7 of Fire, and then 2 of Earth. So there was a lot of competition. Maybe somebody put you in competition with somebody else. There were a lot of harsh words spoken, whether you know all of them or not. Okay? And what I was saying in the last video is the end of this year is going to be more about you kind of slowing down, really being able to think about what you've been through, and you're going to be given an opportunity to see things from a different perspective. And when you do, that pen, that paper, that keyboard comes out, and you're able to fly across that keyboard and write a book like that. So they want you, even though things are slowing down and, you know, you might find yourself being kind of bored and a little stagnant, not knowing what to do, they are saying it's deliberate. That there's been too much commotion, too many things happening at once. So maybe, just an example, maybe you go to a store to get something and then you come back and you kind of walk and you don't know what to do. So you go back to the store to get something else, come home, you kind of pace, you don't know what to do. So you going to the store is going to be stopped. There's going to be a tower moment where Source is going to force you to stay at home so that you can really review and evaluate what you've been through with these people to realize that they're no longer a good fit for your life. Okay, you've got something really good coming in for you, and you don't want it to be all mucked up. Did you see that, Angel Orb? Be all mucked up because of some bad situation in the past. They want you to be playful and take a nice mental vacation. There's too much of taking care of other people. I don't know, it's kind of like somebody asked you to do something or they say something and you just do it. You don't realize that you could say no, or, you know, I don't want to do it. You have the option to say no to these people. You don't have to do what they say they want you to do. There's a need to prioritize yourself, and that's what the end of this year is going to be about, prioritizing yourself and really synthesizing information, because you're going to find yourself meeting somebody. It's a stranger. It says a meeting with a stranger that could be important, climbing towards success. This is what I'm saying. You want this new romantic cycle to begin. You want this new cycle to begin for you, and what they're telling me is your book is going to be about, okay, what not to do in a relationship, what to do in a relationship, sort of. Not technically exactly like that. But you're going to be able to share with people your experiences. And then unhealthy, and then healthy. And how you're going to do that, you've lived the unhealthy. So the end of this year, as you start healing and reevaluating and assessing relationships you've had, relationships, okay, let's call them, they want you to write about that and like document what you've been through and your changed perspective. And it can, you know, put it in a notebook or type it out and, you know, title them in a folder or whatever. But you are literally going to be writing your book for the rest of the year. And it's not going to look like you're writing a book. You can sit down and literally write maybe a paragraph for a day. It doesn't matter. You're going to be writing a lot here. And then when this new cycle begins and you have a meeting with a stranger that could be important, when that person comes into your life, they're going to want you to write about your experiences with that person too. Because you are going to be able to show people like a night and day difference between what's healthy, what's good, why this didn't work out, or what's healthy, what's good, why this works out, versus what was unhealthy, what didn't serve you, and how it ended and why it ended. You're going to be able to give people very solid examples of a healthy and unhealthy relationship. And I'm hearing that you're really good with creative writing too. So this is not going to be just about self-help. You have books in you, like a series of books. And I don't know if somebody here is really into children's books, but you're going to have very successful children's books. One of them gets made into a movie. Yeah. One of them gets made into a movie. They want you to bring love into this situation. I don't know if are you still angry with somebody for hurting you or putting you in a unsavory position? I'm not sure. If you are, they did you a favor and you're not seeing the favor they've done you, because what they've set you up to be is a multimillionaire. I'm going to be honest. Whatever pain you went through with this relationship has set you up to become a multimillionaire, making money, royalties. Every time you sell a book, royalty. Every time somebody books you to do some type of seminar based on your book that you have out, all of the information you will be teaching about in a breakout session in a small group where somebody hires you to do that. Like, I don't know, just for example, maybe a school district asks you to teach their teachers based on your book. You get paid for that, well, plus you get royalties for all the books that get sold, that the whoever set up the seminar for you, you will get royalties from all the books that they purchase that are going to go to the teachers. I'm just giving you an example. It doesn't have to be teachers. But this is what I'm saying. You're going to be in a position to help a lot of people. Even, okay, they're telling me like book clubs, therapy groups. Your book is highly sought after, and they want you to prepare yourself for that type of publicity. So at the end of this year, really focus on, if you don't like your appearance, focus on your physicality, focus on eating healthier, getting yourself in a good place. And you're also going to want, if you're not sleeping well, really try now until the end of the year to get a good solid routine put in place for your sleeping habits and eating habits, because you will be traveling for this position, because you're just highly sought after. I mean, I'm serious. I see somebody sitting on a talk show, like Drew Barrymore talk show, talking about some type of book, and she's got this book and she's sitting up all close to you. You know how she does, like uncomfortable space. That's what I'm seeing. But the book is written about your experiences, so it's not like you have to do any research for this book. You are the knowledge. You are the deliverer of information. There's nothing you need to do. Your life experience is writing this for you. You just have to do the physical writing. And whatever you write, don't look at it and say, oh, change this word. This is not the time to proofread. This is the time to synthesize what you're feeling and put it onto paper. And when you do that, everything works out. Okay? That is what I have for you today, Cancer. I love you guys very much. I will see you in the next one. Peace and love.